It's Magic, and welcome back to Starcraft 2. Now, the first thing you may notice is different is this isn't the campaign. There's no webcam. No, this time, I'm going to give myself a shot at casting Starcraft 2, something that I've always loved doing, and something that I miss happening on YouTube ever since my favorite Starcraft casters, Day9, Husky, and HD Starcraft, have all stopped casting Starcraft for one reason or another. Probably because they're all squares, because Starcraft is life, am I right? Yeah, I am. Yeah. That was a rhetorical question. Anyway, spawning up in the top center, top a little bit right position, we have Red Zerg. We have Liquid Snute. And spawning in the bottom center, kind of left, we have CM Storm Polt. Now, CM Storm Polt is the only player I know of here. He is amazing. I used to watch this guy's live stream religiously because he was amazing. At the time I watched the stream, he was easily best Terran on the Korean ladder, on any ladder. I think he took number 1 on NA and number 3 on the Korean ladder at the same time, which is just impossible to do. The guy had to be playing every single second of his waking life. Liquid Snute has been around for quite some time, but I don't actually know anything about his playstyle. However, it seems he's going for early gas followed by a spawning pool. Looks like, hatch first, and Liquid... CM Storm's Polt going for a barracks into fast expand, just mining here a little bit to not waste his time while he saves up money for that command center before plopping it down. So it looks like we're going to be going in for a mid to long game here, as both players are early expanding, not really doing anything overly aggressive. However, seeing a Reaper, most likely just a scout, not really to do a whole lot of biznatches coming out of Polt. The Reaper now going to fly across the map to get some scouting done, because he has not seen the Zerg player's base, and the Zerg player also has not seen Polt's base. So both players going completely blind and defensive here. They must feel really confident about the other person's playstyle in order to make a decision like that. Or not, you know, I don't really know anything. But if I were to make a guess, I would say Polt was confident in his almost wall-off and his early expansion, so he probably expected Snute to do something a little bit defensive, and Snute's style would lead us to believe approximately the same thing. 0 Zerglings dead and the Queen spawns. Sad day for the Reaper. Oh, 2 Zergling kills, actually. He lost the 1 Zergling there and then just wanted to SD the other Zergling to free up a little bit of supply, or did he? No, Snute actually still sitting at an uneven amount of Zergling, which is actually unoptimal. Jesus, Snute, what are you doing? I don't care. And you are 10 times better than I could ever be at this game, so we're just gonna move on. CM Storm's Polt throwing down a 3rd command center in a factory, bringing it out for the long haul here. It's dropping down to 2nd orbital command, main fully saturated on everything. Got 2 gases, mules dropped at the 2nd, versus our Zerg player looks to have a lot more mineral income, a lot less gas, and no 3rd base. Most importantly, you do not want to be outbased by a Terran player as a Zerg player. Some speedlings on the aggression here might be able to delay or deny that 3rd base for a period of time, trying to split his lings up here best he can to surround this Reaper. May or may not succeed here. The Zerglings are slightly faster, but the Reaper can go up cliffs, which means the Zerglings have to walk a longer distance. Getting the amazing splits here just to try to kill that Reaper. Looking back at the base, we have a layer coming in for the Zerg player. We've got siege tanks coming in for Polt. He also has a tech lab on this factory, so at any point we could be seeing Banshees out of Polt, but most likely Liberators. Again, don't know, haven't played Legacy of the Void in a few months, not sure exactly where the meta is sitting, but I do know a Roach Warren is the wrong response to Vikings, Liberators, and Siege Tanks all collectively. So wasting 200 resources here on a drone and Roach Warren for Liquid Snute. Throwing down the 3rd gas, already has his main base a little bit oversaturated, no problems there though. Most likely going to transfer 3 workers here. As soon as he does, he got the 3rd base down now, actually before the Terran player manages to lift his base, because he saw all those speedlings and knows that he can't very well go out of his base and play defensive. Oh, but the Viking set to a very, very intricate web of attack patterns here. No doubt going to find not 1, but 2 Overlords at some point. Possibly a 3rd. No, that's a Zergling. Possibly a 3rd if Snute is really unlucky. I wouldn't be surprised to see Well, I guess I would be surprised to see Overlord speed come out, just because nobody really gets it, but it would save him one Overlord. I'm sure he'd rather just spend the 100 minerals on building another Overlord. This Overlord... Oh, charging the Viking! A bold move by the Overlord! Evolving into a blocky, goopy mess. Not actually building an extractor, just a goofy mess on that Vespane Geyser there. He was not born to be a drone, and he was not born to succeed. Rest in pieces, Overlord, to 2016. Our Zerg player getting missile attack upgrades and ground car pace, as well as roach speed, and I think Overlord drop? No, that's the Infestor upgrade, so going for some sort of Roach Infestor composition here. A very weird choice by Snute. I don't know how much of Polt he's actually seen. Oh, he has seen nothing of freaking Polt, Jesus. He did suicide a few lings, though, so he knows there are siege tanks on the field. So it's not like he's making completely uneducated guesses here. He's probably planning on building Ravagers to counter these siege tanks. A Banshee coming in 1 versus 1, a Queen. Banshees do win 1 versus 1, but they do not win 2 versus 1, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this Banshee leave. Oh, but the Queen just letting him destroy those tumors. 0 shits given by Mrs. Queen here. Snute throwing down a 4th base. Polt getting his 3rd base up and mining, so the players are about even here. That might be weird to you if you're unfamiliar with StarCraft, but... no, the Ling is faster than the Banshee, but we won't be seeing anything amazing. There are 4 Queens to defend this hatchery. Snute does not want to give anything for free here. 1 Banshee sitting at half health with 3 kills, most likely all Zerglings. The other Banshee, no kills, but you don't need to have kills to be a hero here. We got Spore Crawlers most likely on every mineral line to detect any Cloak Banshee shenanigans. 1-1 almost completed for Snute, so we may be seeing a timing push coming out here with a bunch of pathogen glands and festers spawning and a bunch of roaches. Polt on the other side of the map looking like he might be preparing for some sort of multi-pronged drop play with an M&M ball and a siege tank being his only real troops. More medevacs coming, so I would not be surprised to see, to see some drop play coming out of him here. He is a little oversaturated. See if he took 1 worker from here and put 1 more. Never mind. You know what, Polt? I see how it is. Most likely, Polt gonna put a Widow Mine like here and here to stop any run-bys. Nope, never mind. He's here to make me out to look like a doofus, but an entire attack force for Polt coming across the map here. Yes, there are Ravagers to deal with the siege tanks, but not in time. Snute has almost no forces, maybe a little bit too heavy on the economy. Can these Ravagers do anything to stop this M&M ball stim with medevac siege tanks on the low ground? Widowmine's not actually doing anything, but back to the fight. A huge fungal growth on the Marines. A lot of these Marines melting before the giant storm of Ravagers and Queens and Roaches. But not before taking some units of their own. If we look at the units lost tab, that was cost efficient for Mr. Polt here. However, it begs the question, with 1 base up, can the Zerg player maintain this base long enough for it to be worth it? Who knows? Focusing down the medevacs to stop some of this healing here, because you can't stim if you can't heal. However, a drop going to be coming into the main base here for Polt into Snute's base. This could take out a lot of workers and possibly some production facilities. He really does not have anything in position to stop this. A little bit overzealous on the defensive here, but again, Snute just does not have enough units to be taking everything at once. Now the Marines and Marauders almost uncontested in the main base. The Ravagers fall back, which means the Marines should have a free walk to the 4th, but a little bit delayed here. The Roaches and Ravagers have time to come back. And they do. I believe that to be a better engagement for Snute, which it is. The players still going approximately even in the count. 2-2 will be finished for the Zerg player before the Terran player. We're actually getting vehicle and ship plating up just because he doesn't want those medevacs to fall quite as quickly to the Queens. Oh, the 4th base certainly going to fall here if he focuses it, but he does not. More focused on killing the units. Amazing fungal growth. More focused on killing the units than on killing the expansion. Oh, but those Ravager shots, Marines and Marauders falling like fucking dominoes. Pardon my French. 4th base coming up for Polt. No doubt going to be turned into an orbital command here, leading to 4 total orbital commands, which will put the Terran player at an amazing lead unless Snute is able to secure another expansion soon. He may have won the war, but he may have won the battle, but he did not win the war, and I may have said a few things correctly, but that doesn't mean I was made to spit hot metaphors. Siege tank getting a few shots here. Widow Mines cloaked. There is no detection here from the Zerg player. Now the battle coming down, the Zerg player is winning. Snute will be able to clean up all of Polt's remaining forces. I don't know how he feels about pushing into these Widow Mines, but he probably does not feel comfortable, as many as Zerg player does not, because Widow Mines are not Zerg players' friends. A few Queens getting picked off in the back here. Oh, a Widow Mine. Oh, the Widow Mine almost connected with that Roach there. That would have been devastating. Killed a lot of Ravagers. He's now dropping some shots on top of these Widow Mines because he knows where they are. He just doesn't have any detection because these Overseers are dying to the Marines. Now these forces from Snute having a little bit of trouble walking through this minefield. The one siege tank here actually racking up a whole 7 kills. Very, very cost-efficient placement here. The M&M ball, actually, these fights are going about even, but I'd say the flow of this is slowly changing in Polt's favor. Polt producing 8 Marines, 4 Marauders, and 2 Liberators at once here to the 17 Roaches and 2 Infestors of Snute. I don't know how Infestors are going to do against these things. Liberators, but Roaches can't shoot up, so this should be... Oh, a few Widow Mine shots going down on the Roach ball of Snute. I don't know where his reinforcements are. It looks like Polt has a huge advantage here. With the Widow Mines and the Liberators, siege tank coming a little bit forward. Surely this 4th base will be taken down, but a 5th base, hidden 5th base coming out for Snute. He may transfer some workers. He may move something over there during this fight, but he's a little bit preoccupied with his 400 APM this battle, almost 500, but he just can't press buttons fast enough when faced with a Terran like this. Holy crap, a lot of Infestors. No energy for fungal growth on them. He must have accidentally canceled the pathogen glands upgrade. These Infestors completely useless without the fungal growth upgrade. Now 13 Roaches coming in, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because we've got huge amounts of reinforcements coming in for Polt. Oh my god, they're all dead. Okay, never mind. We were about to see some Infested Terran action, but that was quickly shot down. Now all of these Roaches still being unable to shoot up apparently will not be an issue because those Liberators died while I was not paying attention. These Roaches trying to suicide bomb in to get some Widow shots off, which do hit friendly targets, to hit the Marines, but being unable to. Now with the fall of the 4th base, almost, with the fall of his entire army, and no doubt with the fall of his pride in Game 1 of this Best of 5 series from World War III, a Starcraft 2 tournament that happened some time ago. Probably should have said things like this at the beginning of the video, but thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all in Game 2, the next game of this series. Let me know what you think if you like this shoutcast and want to see more, because I sure want to make more. But if it's crap and you all hate me, then I'll just go back to playing. Mario Kart. This has been Magic, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!